Released January 27th, 2022 for the Quest2 by developer and publisher Schell Games. This is arguably my go-to title for the rest of the year and beyond. Yeah, maybe I'm showing my age here, but Lost Recipes, although perhaps the first of its kind I've played, is the game I never knew I needed to play. Maybe that's because I love cooking so much. Thanks to Schell Games for the review key.
The pita smells perfect. Quick, don't let it burn.
Lost Recipes. Some call it a game, others a simulator, while some say it's an experience. Well, I say it's all three. I don't try to differentiate a game from an experience, as all games are experiences. And yeah, I know, the video game world makes new words and phrases while redefining others almost every week. Metroidvania, roguelite, Souls-like. Is replayability even a real word? Well, I believe Lost Recipes is a game, as casual as it is. And it feels believable enough for me to call it a simulation as well, cartoon aesthetic or not. And yes, again, it's obviously an experience.
You're going to love this one. It's called souvlaki, roasted meat on a stick. Absolutely delicious.
This has to be one of the most relaxing and fulfilling games I've ever played. Let's talk story. You're a ghost chef in training, learning from other ghosts. You will travel to various time periods in various countries, learning from the culinary masters of said period. That's as far as the story goes. I guess that's more of an explanation than an actual story. But hey, that's all we got.
Bashkawalik. Hello? Are you the ghost chef volunteer? Well, let's see what you've got.
In the sound department, I am satisfied. What sounds like A-list voice actors were used from all around the globe, and they all sound believable. No, how Stella got her groove back embarrassing nonsense here.
您好，很高兴认识您。Hello, I'm so happy to meet you.
Even if the actors aren't A-list, they most certainly brought their A-game. Like the rest of the game, these masters instruct you in a very calm and soothing way, which works fine for me. I kinda get sick of the cynicism culture most of the world has adopted.
Make a skewer with 6 hawthorn berries. 6 pieces per steak for good luck.
The music is equally soothing and, to the best of my knowledge, properly represents each culture. The sound effects are also spot on. The visuals are fine. Nothing groundbreaking. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this is the best the Quest has to offer. Schell Games went for a cartoon style over ultra-realism, and it works just fine. All the props, effects, and locations are detailed enough, with bright colors to help keep your vibrations high throughout this almost meditative experience. The only thing I noticed that was off were some clipping issues. Gameplay is where it all comes together, as it rightfully should. As I hinted at earlier, I may be in love with this game simply because I love cooking, and this game makes cooking such a breeze. There's no rush, no pressure from your ghostly tutors. There are no time limits, no ticking clocks. You create each dish at your own pace, and your guides instruct you every step of the way.
In a mixing bowl, combine equal parts wine and honey.
With particle and sound effects to help you along, so you know you're on the right path. At the beginning of a new game, there's a short but useful tutorial. But truth be told, this entire game is one big tutorial.
You want to cook for ghosts, huh? Think you can learn a bunch of traditional recipes? Well, come over here and we'll get you trained up.
There's a display, a virtual clipboard of sorts with pictures and written instructions, coupled with your spirit guide to help keep you on track. And although this game looks like a cartoon, the recipes are authentic. And even if they aren't 100%, just playing through a few levels, I learned a thing or two, which I most certainly will be applying to my own cooking.
Now that smells good.
Cultures from all over the world are represented here, and from each I've learned things that are applicable in my own kitchen.
All right, let's start with shek. It's a simple citrus salad. Shek is Mayan for a tossed-together mix of things. We used to make it every year at the end of October for Hanal Pishan.
You're able to move around the kitchen using teleportation and the ability to slide along surfaces, similar to the way you adjust the table in Air Hockey VR.
Yeah, you've got it.
There are also comfort options you may customize if needed. This is also perhaps the only game I've ever played where I was totally fine with teleportation as a form of locomotion. There are also several other options aside from comfort settings you may tinker with as well. Other than clipping, the only issue I really had with Lost Recipes was sometimes I had difficulty selecting items. If you hover over an item, it will be highlighted. This way you're able to differentiate between the object you want to hold and the ones you don't. This didn't work out as planned all the time. Other than that though, Lost Recipes got my vote. It's a relaxing game that gives you something else to do other than compete. I'm pretty certain based on that alone, most will go back to the whole is not a game thing, because you're not competing against another player, the AI or a clock. But hey, I'm willing to agree to disagree.
Okay, let's see how you did. 年年有余. Oh, that means may you always have more than you need. Just something you say when you are eating the fish. So, 年年有余. Ah, the fish is pretty good. A wonderful sign for the new year.
Thank you for watching. If you like my content, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's say I found a way to piss you off with this one though. Then hey, the hate buttons are alive and well. Well, not so much the dislike button anymore. But don't let that stop you from expressing your displeasure. Get creative. Either way, I won't hold it against you. Our game is never over.
Orange, you glad that wasn't too hard?